And we're back all of a sudden into the predictable pattern of the match with Graf once again pretty dominant. And the errors coming from Darte's racket. That's a 6 double fault from Graf, and certainly she will not be at all happy about the way she served in this match. Not just the doubles, but the very low percentage of first serves. After that brief flurry of 2 successive games for Darte, it's almost as if normal service has been resumed. 3 in a row for Graf. Darte is now making an awful lot of unforced errors, and this is becoming increasingly reminiscent of the latter stages of the first set. Three break points. Well, that surely has settled it. Unless Darte can pull off another extraordinary fight back. She was, of course, 6-1 and 5-1 down against Sabatini, but I can't see her recovering from this situation against Graf.
Well, if Graf can just serve even moderately well here and finish off the match, that'll take her record this year to played 16, won 16. It'll be her third tournament. Mind you, she didn't lose a match till May Day last year.
Here we are, Jerry. That's the start of the comeback. Brilliant return. Better than she meant.
Yes, Graf thought it was up. That was up.
Well done, you're all lovely.
Well, she does react well to imminent defeat, doesn't she? 2 spectacular returns of serve. She meant this one, all right.
I don't know that game, Bill. Did you feel you'd seen it somewhere before?
Yep, deja vu and all that. Breaking to love. I mean, come on, Steffi Graf, what are you doing? Mind you, players who play against Steffi Graf often find that if they just pick up a few games, it's on the Graf serve, not on their own serve.
One set down, 3-5 down. Another little miracle hinted at here.
More pinpoint accuracy from that very good backhand. It really is. When it's on song, it drills the ball. You get a good view with that picture how straight it went. No deviation.
Match point, but cautionary note. Sabatini had 3 match points against her. Sabatini led her 6-1, 5-1. Surely we're not going to see that sort of thing again.
Concentration needed here. The hovering helicopters don't make life any easier for the players.
That's long.
It's amazing how in a ladies' match you hardly know there's an umpire. There's Donna Ring, the umpire for this final. Very well known and experienced umpire. But in the men's match, the umpire seems to be envisioned far more discussions.
Dottie's at it again. Would you believe it? 5-4, closing the gap. Now, Graf served the match at 5-2. She had a match point in the last game on Darte's serve. She's going to serve for it again now at 5-4. And we're going to remind you, aren't we, that Sabatini served 3 times for the match against Darte in the semi-final. Had 3 match points. Surely we're not going to see all that again. But the crowd are getting up for it. They know what happened the other day. If they weren't here, they'd have read about it.
I think a lot depends on this first point or two of this game. Darte could win it. Graf will get nervous.
Graf's very edgy. Very, very, very tight. Because what's happening is that the crowd are anticipating another resurrection.
Yeah, and what's happening too is look at the length of this drive. That was about 1.5 feet from the line. Look where that lands. Graf is under pressure. These drives are very good, very insistent, very deep.
Darte's relaxed now, striking the ball beautifully. Another match point. She wins it. I don't think Graf's going to look back on this match as being one of her golden performances by any means. But I think she'll be mightily glad to get off court. Well, a good first serve. Look at that for relief. She really was being tortured by that. And a good first serve at last. And Graf wins the Lipton title for the 3rd time. She's closing in on Sanchez Vicario, and it's her 3rd title of the year. Paris Indoor, Delray Beach, now the Lipton.
Terrific, yeah. Great relief from her, because she was up against it at the end. And my main impression, Jerry, of that match is that you know, she was beginning to do to Graf what she had done to Darte, that is, to Sabatini, and that is come back very, very strongly and show a lot of guts. And really, I was admiring her ground strokes more and more. They were so deep and fast and very accurate. And although she is not the most stylish player in the world in her serve and forehand, I love to see a little player in particular, who shows bags of guts, and she did just that.
Graf's record this year now, played 16 matches, won 16 matches, hadn't dropped a set.
Butch Buchholz, the tournament director.
The Lipton Championship, and say thank you for making this truly a South Florida tradition. Our goal this year was not only to bring you first-class tennis, but to bring you first-class entertainment and a joyful time. And this is just the beginning.
I got.
Introducing our finalists from Japan, Kimiko Tata. And making the trophy present,
Well, this should be interesting, given that she won't talk to the press in English. I don't know whether she's going to make her speech in Japanese. I've never heard her called Data before.
I lost today, but I very good tournament this week, and I hope come back next year. Thank you.
Well done. You're going to have to convince her to speak to us in English in the press conferences. She has had a very good week indeed.
and we're counting on you to come back next year. Okay. And now our fourth-time winner in the women's singles, Steffi Graf.
Kimiko was pretty short because she saw the rain coming and she wanted to give me some time to speak. You know, it's been great coming back. I mean, you know, probably that I live down in Boca Raton, and every year that I come down here, I have great success in Florida. I think it's probably the weather. I think Cliff and Butch have done another great job this year. I think it couldn't be better organized, this, that's for sure. There have been so many people involved in this tournament, all the volunteers have been working so hard, all the umpires, the ball, and the guys out there at the volley parking, they've been running for 2 weeks back and forth, and it's been so nice. I think I got a special treatment from them. Every time I come back, my car is ready and waiting. So I don't know if they want to get rid of me or they've been, my Lexus car, yeah, right. Now, I also want to thank the sponsors, Lipton and Rado, for supporting the tennis. I think that they've been sticking with us, so thank you for all of that. And all of you coming out here, I think you've been really supporting the tennis, and everybody enjoys it a lot playing out here. At last, I want to thank my family for being out here, all my friends, Heinz, my coach, and everybody who's been supporting me. Thank you very much. See you next year.
So Steffi Graf, the Lipton champion for a fourth time. And she closes the gap on Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, looking to regain her world #1 ranking. Graf, the champion in Key Biscayne.
You don't see shooting stars doesn't mean it isn't perfect. Can't you see?
So I'll see you next weekend for Hilton Head, the Family Circle Cup.